Yes, we all remember that famous soundbite, the one Cam brought up. Everybody just do your job. And Will Muschamp brings some of that fire to his new role. Well, his old role that he's got back as a defensive coordinator for the Texas Longhorns. Cameron Parker still with us through the break. And Cam, as far as the impact on this move for the Georgia Bulldogs, Will Muschamp has not been in a full-time role there for some time. He's been kind of, like you said, reluctant to return to that, in part, just due to what he's, been doing with his family. But the timing works out for Will Muschamp to come back and take on a Longhorn defensive roster that's going to have a lot of turnover, it appears, in 2026.
Yeah, and him being able to now coach in the Citrus Bowl on New Year's Eve allows him to be able to work with players, and the same token allows the players to get to know Will Muschamp, right? Because it's not just about Will Muschamp figuring out what players he likes. Also on the players figure out, hey, do we want to play for this coach, right? Because they were recruited by Pete Kwiatkowski. They were going to play for PK, and now a new coach comes in, and hey, not everyone will get along with him, with his passion. He's a completely different type of personality than Pete Kwiatkowski. Both great head coaches, but two completely different type of coaches, especially on the football field. So some of these guys, they may not gel with. And there's a couple guys currently in the portal that have, not signed with the team yet or have declared for the draft. I'm thinking about Derek Williams in the portal, also Jalen Gilbeau declaring for the draft. Maybe those guys with Muschamp coming in will change their tune. The same thing, Jake. Also, with Dwayne Keenan out, Texas needs to hire a safeties coach. So who could that be? Eric Nayland from Inside Texas speculating maybe Texas goes back after Blake Gideon. Now, I don't know why Blake Gideon would give up a co-DC job at Georgia Tech to come back and take a different job with a lesser title, if you will say that. Now, of course, if the money's right, the money's right. And maybe Sark will make Blake Gideon a co-DC. I don't know. But Texas does need a safeties coach. So there's still that to consider as well. And then, the portal will reopen with January 4th, I think, after this winter window, and Muschamp after the Citrus Bowl. We'll have a good idea of what positions he wants to attack. And I think we already went into this cycle kind of thinking, all right, Texas probably needs another cornerback. I think they like what they have with Cade Phillips. A lot of younger guys, too, as well, that we saw get some reps. Wardell Mack, Warren Roberson, when he's not committing a special teams penalty, guys like that. But I think Texas wanted to pick up another cornerback, maybe a safety.